Okay, so I'm trying to really work hard at keeping these videos to 30 to 35 minutes, so they'll upload quicker, and so they'll be easier to watch. Cause like some people just ain't ready for sitting down talking for a couple hours. So my first video in this series was professional. I just named it Professional Procrastination with Rabbit Trails because I totally rabbit trailed. Like, oh wow. I was talking about procrastination and chronic, professional procrastination. See, I got my little bracelet says "Be your own hero." Yeah, that's what you gotta do. But things that I had dealt with all my life. Even though my parents raised me to do everything on time and with excellence, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of procrastination there too that I saw. So it's kind of like both and on that. But it's been a serious issue, and I noticed it when I was a child. Like, we get an assignment for a school report, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can bang this out. I am fucking amazing. I can do this. I can do that. I have all these great ideas because I could actually like visualize the finished product and how fucking amazing my presentation would be. And then I'd get busy with life and just keep putting it off because I didn't want to do it. Why? And then like the night before, maybe even the morning of, I would slap some shit together and still get like a B on it. So, and that even as a child, I recognized that in myself. So I was very self-aware of this has been a pattern all my fucking life, So like, in working with that, I'm not lazy. I've been, if you've been called lazy because you put stuff off or because you know to do good and you're not doing it, or if there's something you just don't feel it in your body. First of all, anxiety and depression are big factors in this. So, if there's a lot of pressure, or if your home environment really sucks, or if you're dealing with the spirits, / energy of depression or anxiety or any other kind of fear, or you live in an abusive situation where it just takes your concentration and your focus because you're worried about, your safety and well-being, then it's understandable. Like, don't beat yourself up about that. See about getting some help. So like, I have never been diagnosed with like ADD or ADHD, but yet everything that I have read about them, like in studying it with my own children, and checking them to make sure they didn't have it, like everything I've read, I'm like, holy shit, that's me. And it's not as easy to detect in females as it is males. So yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, I have those symptoms. Not to self-diagnose, but I definitely know that, like, when I talk to people who actually have been diagnosed and have been on medication for these things, that we share the same symptoms. So there's no question or doubt in my mind that I've got these issues. So, I have health insurance right now, but at the same time, I don't like pharmaceuticals. If they would help me truly, I would definitely go for it. But like, even when like my general medical practitioner, let's say my general, what do they call that? Primary care physician's office called to check in, especially during the wintertime up here in the north, they will call and check in, how you feeling? Do you think about suicide? Or using drugs or alcohol? Those things. I took the damn survey, and she's like, oh, okay, somebody will get back to you in the next couple of days. Bitch, I ain't heard from no damn body. No damn body. And I've even asked for help, even through my primary care physician. So like, evidently that's not on my plate. That's not something that's part of my path. Is, you know, because I've been through some shit, and you know, I need counseling. When your whole family's been killed off for your fucking farm and people threatened your life if you if you try to stay and keep what's yours, you know, among other things. Like, I've been in some seriously abusive relationships. I've been through a lot of things. There's been a lot of rape. There's been a lot of abuse. There's been a lot of mental, emotional abuse, physical, financial abuse. Like, it's all there. I've been through some damn traumatic shit, you know, and it helps to be able to talk about it, you know, with a professional, instead of just somebody who's gonna say, "Oh, you me," about something like that's not the best idea for my life, you know. So it's just like, whenever I talk about things, hey, this may not be the best idea for your life either, but you know, just know that there's options out there and that you should research what your options are. So hopefully I won't rabbit trail too much on this one. The last video I definitely rabbit trailed off on, you know, because, you know, it was about my, you know, I got to talking about the procrastination and how my parents, and then I got to talking about Dad and his issues from Vietnam and different things, and how that affected, you know, our growing up and affected these things with me, you know. If I was staying up late to make sure Dad didn't hit Mom, or make sure Dad passed out, you know, instead of doing my homework because I couldn't concentrate on it because I was worried about safety issues at home, you know, and that's real for a lot of kids, you know. So it's not, you know, and so I rabbit trailed off onto, like, one of his big hurts was, you know, and one of the big things was like the Vietnam veterans and the way they were treated when they came back from something they did not sign up for, and the hypocrisy of the people who were spitting at them and calling them baby killers, which led to a discussion on how I'm definitely pro-choice, but at the same time, nobody needs to be pointing fingers and judging anybody for any damn thing. And especially, nobody should have been spitting at the Vietnam vets for the things that they were forced to do. Okay. So in case you didn't watch that's like the whole rabbit trail was about that. So, you know, and it's just my opinion on things, my experience, my opinion. If you don't like it, click off. It's okay, you know. But it's something to chew on. It's something to think about. It's a different perspective. You know, I like getting different perspectives, whether I agree with them or not. So anyway. We'll try not to rabbit trail so much this time. But in trying to help myself, like, God, you know, spirit, y'all, I need some help. Like, I'm getting sick and tired of watching myself procrastinate, not being able to get up, not having no energy, not having no motivation, not being able to concentrate. What the fuck's going on here? What can I do for this? And there's like 2 different sets of supplements that I'm working at for these things. One supplement set I've not got yet, but I will be investing in within the next couple weeks or so. I'm not willing to dip into my savings account, and so I got to make the money and save up in my checking account before I purchase it. Because it's a reoccurring thing. But I did come across, there was an Instagram ad, and this company called Thesis, and it's personalized nootropics. What are nootropics? I don't know. I haven't even looked that far into it yet. But I do know that they're vegan friendly. They are natural supplements to help with these things. So you take a test. You can go to thesis.com. I think it's .com. But you can look up Thesis on Google, and you can don't hit it on the one that says ad. Hit on the actual site. So it's going to be like maybe 2 or 3 like responses down. And make sure you get on the right site, because you do not want to give your money away to these fucking imposters and hackers and stuff. So Spirit's like, hey, do that. This is what you need right now. This is what you've been looking for. You're not going to have to deal with chemical drugs or anything like that. The most a nutritious like thing for my that I did not want to really deal with was in this is caffeine. It's natural caffeine from like natural sources. It's not like caffeine that's added. You know, it's caffeine for focus, for energy. But it comes from natural supplement sources like teas and different things like that. But with it, you get and I'm not like trying to advertise. I'm just saying like this is what the fuck this is what I'm doing. This is a solution for me that I'm trying. Okay, I'm 2 days into starting. You know, this is my second day with it. You know, they've got getting started. They got a little booklet for you. Tips for success. Lazy doesn't exist, you know. And he says, as far back as I can remember, people thought I was lazy, stupid, or unmotivated. As time went on, I started to believe it too. In school, I remember reading the same page over and over again, unable to absorb the information or make any progress. At 16, I dropped out and went to work in fast food. Fast forward 10 years, I scored the 99th percentile on the GMAT and got master's degrees from both Yale and INSEAD. What changed? It wasn't my intelligence. I'm as smart now as I was when I was failing high school. Nootropics turned things around for me. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be writing this. Just imagine what you can do. I can't wait to read your story. Dan Freed, founder and CEO of Thesis. And they've got different blends. So, like, what you do is you take the test, and, like, they start you off with four different formulas. Like, the 4 that you test the highest that you need the most. And it's, like, $76 a month. And so they have logic, energy, confidence, motivation, clarity, and creativity. When I took the test, what are nootropics? Derived from ancient Greek nous and trope, meaning to turn the mind. To turn the mind. Substances shown to enhance mental performance in areas such as motivation, creativity, mood, memory, focus, and cognitive processing. And you know, and it's all our products are sourced from reputable vendors and manufacturers in the U.S. and abroad. Our ingredients are manufactured in facilities that meet FDA requirements and go through rigorous independent lab testing. And different things. These are things you can read on their website and stuff also. And it's, you know, setting goals for yourself. What are some of your biggest obstacles this month? What are some habits you'd like to stick to? What are some things you want to accomplish? That sort of thing. And then like week 1, because they want you to try one formula at a time. So after I took my test, the things that I needed the most work in was motivation, logic, clarity, and energy. Motivation is the one that I started week 1. I mean, they put them in a different order, and then I put them in a different order. Like, I was like, they just put them in there. Like, I don't know if they were saying this is the order you need to do it in or what, but this is the order I'm choosing to do it in. Motivation, formulated to amplify willpower and self-discipline, tackle tasks and stop procrastinating throughout the day, supports basal ganglia function, the habit center of the brain for those looking to start new routines. That's definitely like my most biggest concern is doing that, especially transitioning out of a job, working for someone else, being an employee, into working for myself. I need to set up trash truck. I need to set up good habits for myself and a good routine for myself, because like right now I'm exhausted. I'm not exhausted today, but like I even worked Monday because it was a holiday. And so that threw my whole fucking week off. Because I'm usually, Monday's my day to sleep and rest up from the weekend. Because I work Friday through Sunday. I bar back and I bust tables. So like I'm doing back-to-back shifts. And even though I have like cut a couple shifts out, I'm still like, damn it, I'm 39 years old. I'm 39. I'll be 40 first of next year, so I'm having to take better care of this body instead of just running it in the ground, working it to death, or using things like marijuana or caffeine or other things to keep myself going so that I can just run myself ragged in order to do what I do. And so now I'm transitioning. I'm working on the transition of going from my final job. This is definitely a prayer answered, and I love my work, and I love the people I work for. I love the people I work with. They are my family. And even when I'm tired and feel like shit, once I get there at work, I'm like, oh my God, I love you guys. I'm so glad I get to spend a couple hours out of my day with you. And it's a beautiful relationship I have with my work family. But at the same time, that was what I asked for my last job to be like that. And it has made it hard. It's made it easier to stay comfortable and not take that leap of faith into what I know my gifting and my abilities and my talents are, and to work with that. And I've had a lot of trouble with willpower and self-discipline in those areas. So this is to help tackle tasks, stop procrastinating throughout the day, and it supports your basal ganglia function, the habit center of the brain, for those looking to start new routines. And I most definitely am. Here lately, my sleep patterns have been totally off. Usually I can only sleep for like 6 hours at a time. Like when I bar back, I don't get until 3 in the morning, if not later. So there's like, and then I try to sleep until like later, but I'm usually awake anywhere from 7 to 8. Like, it's a fucking miracle if I sleep till 9:30. Just because I'm used to waking up that time, regardless of what time I went to bed. So, yeah. But this is my second day taking this. Yesterday was a lot harder. I was extremely exhausted. Needed a little bit of healing. Had to disconnect and heal up my energy bubble and repair it and cut a few cords where I feel like people had just sent their tentacles into my bubble and they were siphoning off of me. Like, get your own fucking energy, dude. Connect to source. Connect to the source. That's what I do. That's what you can do. Stop playing. Connect to the source of unconditional love. Just do it. Stop siphoning off of me. Yeah, I want to be filled up to where I can overflow to other people, but I don't want people tapping me out. You know what I'm saying? That's rude. It's hateful. It's vampirism. It's narcissistic. It's like being fucking lazy. Like, do your own fucking healing work. Heal thyself. Work through your shadows. Do that shit. Do the work. Know thyself and thine own self be true. All of that. I know that's a lot, but do the shit. So today is my second day with taking this first thing when I wake up. So yeah, this has been great for me. Yesterday I was actually motivated, but I was too exhausted to do much. So what I did do, I did work on my on work, which was getting acquainted with my new tarot deck. I got that's part of what I do. This is my Rima DeRosa channel, so this is everything from my poems to my music to inspired words, just anything inspired words, inspired words of the rose. divine utterances of the rose. That's it. That's what it is. So you might get music, you might get poems. Right now we're just talking. It's inspired words. Spirit's like, hey, I want you to talk about these things. But yeah. Oh, my Light Seers Tarot. Oh my god. I love this deck. I wanted a lot more colorful deck and stuff. And so like, and my life is filled with interesting things. So like, not yesterday, but the day before. So yeah. Was it yesterday? No, it's the day before. So like Tuesday, I was sitting here minding my own business, listening to a reading or something, because I listen to other readers as well. And lo and behold, Spirit's all of a sudden like, hey, go get a tarot deck. And I'm like, wait, what? Because this is for my business. This is investing in my business. I was like, okay. I was like, you want me to go buy a tarot deck? Yes. My pendulum, I use my pendulum for to answer questions like that, and so yeah, me and this pendulum been through a lot. The point's broken. It fell off the bed. We've had fights. We've made up. It's pretty much an extension of me and helps me to read my own energy to know what I truly want and what's best for me. Also, I communicate with Holy Spirit through it. If you don't understand it, don't knock it. Just keep it moving. Research it. Just, if you felt led to go buy a pendulum and try it out, then there's books on pendulums, which I've never really read any. I've just kind of like winged it and went with what Spirit shows me about it. And I just keep it real simple, And so anyway, so yeah, it was like, yeah, Spirit's like, yeah. And I was like, where do I go? Because it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. My favorite bookstore closes at 4. And Spirit's like, hey, get up and go. Go buy a tarot deck now. What? Like, okay, I'll get up, I'll go. Let me go pee. Of course, I love buying myself things. It makes me feel good to invest in myself. And especially when I feel stuck spiritually or something, sometimes a new deck will give you insight, new insights and things. Yeah, I love that deck. It is so much more me than the regular Rider-Waite deck. It's so much more me than my Chrysalis deck, than any of them that I work with. It is perfect for me for right now. But I was like looking for psychedelic and trippy and groovy decks and a blacklight deck. They got some really cool decks with some really cool designs and stuff. And I've seen this British, I don't know if she's British or what. I don't know where she's from. I think it's UK is where I think that's what it said on her YouTube description, where she's based in. But she was using these decks, and I was like, what? This is so colorful, so beautiful. So anyway, and here we go with the rabbit trail. But, I was motivated enough to, like, get up and go. And I was like, okay, where am I supposed to go? So Pyramid Books is my favorite store in Salem as far as books, cards, crystal, all that stuff goes. She's got an amazing selection. She's great. And so I was like, okay. So I go there and, I'm looking through the decks. I'm like, all right, Spirit, you got to hurry up because she closed in 20 minutes, And then I was like, okay, hey, check this one out. And it's one that I've been wanting. I watch the cards that other readers use. And I'm like, if I'm attracted to it, then I put it on my wish list on Amazon or whatever, and then I'll have it like on my wish list on Amazon, and then I'll go look for it local and buy local. It may cost me $10 more than what I can get it for on Amazon, but fuck it, I'm supporting local businesses. If you want somebody to support your own home-based business, then why not? You reap what you sow. your karma comes back. So if I'm investing in local businesses instead of buying from Amazon because it's cheaper, then I'm investing in somebody else's business and their vitality and, you know, whatever bills or college they're putting their kids through or whatever, you know. I'm supporting a local family or local families, you know, because they have employees as well. And so that's going to, you know, I just naturally do that because I love supporting small business owners and entrepreneurs. I've always like wanted to support and cheer people on that are doing their own thing. And so like one day I just realized like, holy shit, you know, this is going to come back to me because whatever I sow, that's what I'm going to reap. So I'm sowing into local businesses. So other people are going to sow into my local business when I start, you know? So, hey, what goes around comes around. Support your local businesses. I love living in communities where we have local businesses and stuff, and we're more family and local owned oriented. I love that. It's beautiful. There's a greater sense of community, a much greater sense of community because we're all supporting each other, and like the money that we make doing what we do, we reinvest it back into our communities, and that's how you grow communities. It's not by letting corporations come in and fucking destroy it and use your people up and treat them like slaves and stuff. Okay, 26 minutes. So anyway, I got motivation. I'm on day 2 of that. So like, yesterday I just like spent like 3 hours doing my own reading, and just getting to know my deck. So I was actually, you know, practicing reading, getting to know a new deck, which is kind of like a personal thing, you know. And so today I actually wrote a list down. Oh shit! I forgot I got laundry in. So like all these things that I need to do, you see my check marks are like getting checked off. Shit, I forgot. So anyway, so I also got the logic ones, which facilitate analytical thinking and complex problem solving to take on tedious tasks. Most of the time people ain't home during the day, so most of the time I'm not in the way. But I forgot. I'm so sorry, people. Improves working memory, relieves stress, and supports neurogenesis. That's Genesis is beginning, birthing into creation. Neuro, that's brain. So, yeah, logic is going to help me with my memory, like remembering to be able to, remembering that I have laundry. And clarity is to support a calm and focused flow. Clarity is especially useful when you need to perform at your best under stressful conditions. It's good for high pressure days, maintaining concentration, tasks that require focus and attention. Whereas the logic was best for deep focused work, research projects, complex problem solving, and completing tedious tasks. And then we have the energy blend, which like with my exhaustion and stuff, they gave me this one. I'm hoping to transition over to the non-caffeinated versions of stuff eventually, because I don't like doing with caffeine, but at least it's natural caffeine. Formulated to start your day strong and boost through the midday slump. Stay focused on the task at hand and crush your to-do list. It's best for busy days, intense workouts, and staying alert after suboptimal sleep. So yeah, you just do one a week. Like this is my starter kit. So it's like they want you to do one a week, and that way you can really like see the effects of each one on you, and be able to really assess which ones you need and where you need to tweak it. There's also you can call and get support, and there's like coaches and stuff like that to help you with different things. So it's like, it's great, you know, it's a great tool to use and a great investment for less than $100 a month to invest in something that's going to help keep you focused on doing what you got to do. And so right now it's 29 minutes. That's good enough. I got to go change my laundry out so that I'm not being rude and disrespectful to the other residents in my house. because I already forgot and did that. So I was like an hour behind. Oh my God, Jesus. I hope nobody's had to use the washing machine. So anyway, bye.